Welcome, folks. We are here tonight in Manchester, New Hampshire for the visiting Goffstown Grizzlies to take on the home Central Little Green. I'm Broden McCune. I'm joined here by Scott Gross. Scott, how are you doing tonight?
Good, but the weather is not so good. It is raining here at Gill Stadium and a pleasant 55 degrees, temperature dropping. So this is going to be a soggy one for both Goffstown and Central. Goffstown's coming in 3-0, and on the flip side of that one, Central's coming in 0-3. So Goffstown is favored tonight. But you know what? Central always plays Goffstown tough no matter what the record is. That's one. Secondly, weather is a big factor here. So looks like Goffstown is going to receive the kickoff.
So one of the largest problems Goffstown has faced in this so far perfect season, 3-0, is their special teams, and that's definitely going to be tricky with the rain. We said that last week with the wind, but it seemed like they didn't have much problem.
Yeah, we're kind of far away. Broden, I'm glad that I have you here in the press box because you've got the young, fresh eyes. You know, for me,
you love to say that, Scott.
I don't. My vision is so poor. So we're getting ready for kickoff to start the game. Short kick, but takes a good bounce. It's trouble.
We're going to see the dealer, and it's going to end up in Caden Perry's hands, and he has a hole. He could take this. He could go all the way, folks. He's going to get caught up and go out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds, but
he got a
on the 30-yard
great return.
Line. Yeah, that was that dealer play works. There's no doubt about it. And I'm surprised that they were able to pull that off because that one went into like the kind of the coffin corner there.
Yeah,
and they set that up not in the most ideal spot. And Perry just went right up the sideline.
I guess the dealer play worked, and they once again jinxed me with the saying, "Oh, special teams isn't working."
Yeah.
Great play to start off from Caden Perry on the return.
So you're going to have Goffstown kind of in their typical formation where they have three receivers to the lower part of your screen. Hinault at quarterback, and you'll have Picard in the backfield.
1st and 10 here for the Grizzlies. Shotgun snap. Looked like that was a read option, and
it was, and they handed it off to Picard, and he picked up maybe a yard.
When the play starts,
so we've got now a 2nd down, and I'd say a long 8 on this soggy night in Manchester, New Hampshire. Goffstown with tremendous field position set up by a return by Caden Perry. It's going to be a pass play, and Hinault puts it down, and he goes a-running, and he picks up about 4 yards, and that'll bring up probably a 3rd down and 5, maybe 3rd down and 4 situation, but all the receivers were covered nicely by Central. And I think that, I would think that the strength for Goffstown is their wide receiving core. It's a pretty potent one, and Hinault has been throwing the ball well this year.
Definitely, Scott. That's a huge advantage for Goffstown coming into this one. Is he's going to take a
blitz,
pass,
and it's a screen, and that's going to go all the way to the house. That's going to be a touchdown, folks.
That's a touchdown for Zach Picard.
It's a really good play calling by Goffstown. It's one of the nice things I like about Hammond as coach. Is that he's not afraid to call that screenplay. It kind of softens up the pass rush a little bit, and they just let him come in and tossed it over the head.
Yeah.
Didn't see a whole lot of that from Coach Huft when he was at the helm, but we are seeing it quite a bit here by Coach Hammond in his first year. And I should say that. I say that because Coach Huft is in the box with us, so he knows that.
Pulling his leg.
Yes, exactly. And, folks in the audience, we do bust each other. But nothing but the utmost of respect for our athletic director, Coach Huff, done a fine job.
Both positions.
Yes, in both of his positions. So Goffstown will.
So two explosive plays right off the bat from Goffstown. It's quite impressive, to be honest. We saw that great dealer return there from Caden Perry. And
so Goffstown's going to kick off, and then we'll see what Central can do, led by, I think it's a senior quarterback, Josh Jerome. And we've seen him play for the last couple of years. He's a real good athlete, creates a lot in the pocket. One good thing, though, I will say about it's a rainy night, I should say, but with this artificial surface, it helps.
Yeah,
like
if we were in Goffstown, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
We don't even have lights in Goffstown, Scott.
Yeah, I know. What are you pointing at? Like I'm in charge of the money or something?
I don't know. Beats me.
Yeah.
Sean McGarvey is back deep.
He's one of the senior tri-captains for the Little Green. And here's their kickoff.
Good kick from Bradley. Placed back by the 20, and it's going to roll to the 15.
And good coverage by Goffstown. Oh, you lose a tackle, but he is corralled at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Little Green will take over.
So quick 7-0 start here for Goffstown. We talked about their records coming into this one. Complete mirror opposites, 3-0 for Goffstown and 0-3 for Central, and that one's going to be reflective here already in the score, Scott.
So one of the things I want to pay attention to is pretty good size on the offensive line for the Little Green. And, right now we got Halpern playing at defensive end. He's kind of given up probably 75 pounds to his offensive lineman.
Yeah, we talked about the same thing last week, Scott,
same
but
thing.
Halpern actually overcame it quite well.
Jerome in the shotgun. He hands off, and that gets strung out, and he eludes a tackle and then brought down by Belanger. So good job running, I should say, by the Little Green. They picked up a couple on that one. I thought they were going to have him for a loss for a second there, but he eluded a couple of tackles. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, we're going to see 2nd down and 8 here from Central. And, again, something we've talked about a couple times here, Scott, is the players actually hold on to the ball between plays. The refs don't actually hold on to the ball.
Another handoff, but quickly corralled, and I think that was Belanger again on that tackle.
I saw Cooper Flanagan, number 14, come in on that one too, and he's had 2 back-to-back really good games here for the Grizzlies.
He has. He's been all over the field.
He's kind of an under-the-radar guy. He's been playing really good, and I don't think a lot of people have been talking about how well he's played, Scott.
So this will bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Central. So they're going to have to throw the ball on this one. So you got Will Sasso playing cornerback. I think Mikey Levesque on the other side of the field, number 1. And the safeties are kind of playing a little short here. Well, I should say, not really. Single safety.
Looks like the other one is pulling up. That's Aaron Duval on the far side.
It's like a blitz coming.
Middle linebacker blitz identified by Jerome, but that's going to be caught.
That's caught in a 1st down. Nice play call.
That was a good throw, hung right on the sideline there for
number 6. That would be McGarvey.
That's McGarvey, one of the captains that we've already talked about.
And that was a nice route that he ran.
Very good route, very good throw. Nice combination. Did a little bit of a toe tap on that artificial edge, which is supposed to be the infield for the baseball field, Scott.
Good thing there's no dirt. This would have been mud.
Yeah, it's like the Raiders stadium a couple years ago.
1st down and 10 for the Little Green at the 38-yard line. I'm sorry, say that the 34-yard line.
Designed run here for
big yardage though. I mean
Jerome,
that was about a 7-yard run by Jerome. So that'll bring up a short 2nd and 3 yards, maybe 2. See where they spot it.
I'd say that's about 3 yards, Scott.
Yeah, I tell you got a great view of the. We'll show this at some point, but a view of the rainy skyline of Manchester, and we'll have Aiden kind of zoom over there during some sort of a stoppage of play, right?
Yeah. It's dark out already.
Yeah, it is. So we're at the 43-yard line for the Little Green. Want to say hello to all the fans in Goffstown watching on our streaming or on GTV. And it's a handoff, and it's a loss of a lot of yards there. Probably loss of 3.
Belanger on that one. Good play. He's been run stopping. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So we're up in the press box. I put my hand on the
Yeah,
countertop here, and I'm shaking the camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you hand signals
I
here,
know.
Scott.
I mean,
It's hard to do.
Just slap me in the head.
You don't have to tell me to do that.
All right.
So we're gonna
It's
see.
always great to have a band. I wish we had a band in Goffstown. I really do. If I ever win like Powerball, I'll buy the damn uniforms. I really would.
I don't think it's the uniform, Scott.
Well, you need we have the musicians. We have the musicians.
We do.
It's just a matter of the uniforms.
It's listed on the scoreboard as 3rd down and 3, which I don't believe is. I felt like he lost a lot more than.
I thought so too. It's a design
yard
run,
or 2.
and he's going to pick up the first down and some more. And Jerome with that design run up the middle, and Goffstown doesn't have an answer for that.
Yeah, it looks like we're sending a middle linebacker up that middle, and he's committing to something, not the quarterback.
The other thing that's happening there is you got Belanger at nose tackle, and all you're doing is you're just kind of pinning him.
Yeah, you push him to one
direction, and then the hole's there. You have to have the linebacker there to fill it. So they're at Goffstown's 48-yard line, and they're driving the ball.
High snap.
Yep.
He's gonna have some time to
he's
set
got
the
a lot
pocket,
of time.
but he's gonna get out, and Belanger's gonna be there.
And he throws it away. Smart play
by
the senior quarterback.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, if nothing's open there, you don't want to take a hit from Belanger there, who's coming over from the nose tackle position.
So I want to wish the best wishes to Mr. Strickland. Peyton Strickland had a bit of surgery today. Talked to his dad. He said he's home, recovering well, but we want to send our best to Peyton and the family.
Hopefully they're watching at home.
Yeah, hope they are.
Supporting the team. See a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion there from Jerome. That was thrown away. He did get out of the pocket. It did go past the line of scrimmage, so there's no intentional grounding.
So there's
flag.
nobody in the backfield except for the quarterback.
Let's see how this one develops, Scott.
And not really much of a pass rush.
Deep drop back.
Yeah, they kind of give up the yardage, and she's short by about 2 yards to the 40-yard line. But there was only 3 guys rushing on that.
Yeah. So if you see that quarterback come out completely empty backfield other than himself, you should probably send an extra rusher because you're not going to have that running back coming off the edge to pick up that blitz.
I don't know. What does Coach Huff say about that? Is he nodding his head? He doesn't know.
He just shrugged.
He's like 1 year removed, and he's forgotten everything.
Hey, I'm the same way with calculus, so I don't blame him.
All right, so this is this is 4th down territory though. If you're Central, it's a 3rd down and 2. You got 3 receivers to the top of your screen.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another run right up the middle
here,
Scott.
Design run, and that's what it is. And Goffstown stuffs it, and it would be both Belanger and Seth Osborne.
No, that was Flanagan.
Oh, Flanagan?
And Flanagan, a gaggle of Grizzlies, I guess.
Okay.
So Central's gonna call that as Belanger and Flanagan.
So it's a 4th down, and you're definitely going to go for it here. I mean, you're 0-3.
Yeah.
There's really no downside.
There's going to be a timeout taken here, though.
By who?
By Central.
Oh.
Maybe time to talk it over here in the huddle.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is a critical play. I mean, they've picked up 3 first downs so far.
They were driving for a little bit there.
You called that last one. I think that there was such success with Jerome on the design quarterback draw that they ran it again, but this time Goffstown kind of smelled it, and
the
Belanger was there.
The thing is, you can get all the success you want on the play, but after you run it 2 or 3 times in a row, it's going to start to stop working.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the 2 little tents, the easy ups there.
So let's take a look at the skyline here. Maybe we can have Aiden kind of, if you could scan over, go to the light tower. You'll see the rain that's here. And it's like I said, it's a rainy day. Go up, Aiden. And that's what you're seeing here at Gill Stadium. There you go. Look at that, folks. That's what they're seeing. That's what they're feeling on the field.
Yeah, Scott, I'm honestly glad for these athletes. We don't need any more injuries, and this type of rain on Goffstown's field would not have been good for the lower body of our athletes, I'll tell you that.
And then you see that skyline of Manchester in the background, so that's at Gill Stadium.
Viva Manch Vegas, right? Right, Scott?
You got it.
Historic Gill Stadium. I think
All
you
right.
have to put historic in front of it.
So we got a big 4th down and 3 for the Little Green. And Jerome is under center, but not for long.
No, he's set back
He's
in
set back,
shotgun.
okay.
He's just, there's no halfback spot there for him.
So naked backfield. Goffstown's going to blitz here. Design draw, and he's
not going to get it,
stuffed.
Scott.
So, again, looks like the line collapsed on that one. Goffstown did a nice job.
Yeah, Central had a good amount of people in the box there, but they just couldn't get the blocks, I guess. And
is it me, or has Belanger's name been called at least 5 or 6 times?
Oh, definitely. He's a great run-stuffing nose tackle there. He plays that position really well against the run, and a lot of this comes from the attributes he's acquired as a center.
Yeah, you haven't. That's what I think is so amazing. He plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and he plays exactly over the top of the position he plays on offense.
And
he
defense. Plays both sides of the ball very well.
Yeah. So you're going to see Goffstown's offense come back out again after a scoring drive just minutes ago.
And it's designed, it's a draw by quarterback on that read option. He picks up almost a 1st down.
He just kept muscling forward
he's
there,
pretty
Scott.
strong.
He's got those, I love to say it every time, Scott, he's got those wrestler moves that he just doesn't go down too easily.
Has a really good, a lot of lower body strength.
Oh, definitely.
Strong legs, always pumping. And same thing with Picard.
Yeah. I think that's something implemented in practice or something, Scott.
And speaking of which, Picard, he just silently picks up 5 yards on that. And it looks like Goffstown is going in the hurry-up offense.
I will say Central's band is quite loud tonight, Scott. So we're going to see 4 wide here for Goffstown with trips on one side, but they're going to come back to the run. And that's going to be Picard on a gain of, I'd say, about 2.
Maybe 2, yeah. So bring up a 2nd down and 8. But they're going right quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're using tempo to their advantage here, as we're going to hear the tempo from the band.
Yeah.
Seeping into our audio just a little bit.
That's why you need those hand signals when you play on the road. Picard, he pops it outside, lowers his shoulder, and he gets close to a 1st down. Let's see, they're going to see where they mark it. And he's shy by about a yard. So, again, this is another area of the field where Goffstown's going to have 2 shots. This might not be a bad play to do like a play action and go up top.
Yeah, Goffstown hasn't had a pass play yet, Scott. Yeah. So I think
I'm just saying, if you
least,
can suck the linebackers in and even do a pass play over the middle.
That's where Goffstown has been successful this year. But they're just going to stick with what's working, and Picard's going to break that down.
Oh, man, he almost broke free on that one. And we've got Laundry on the field, do we? Or no?
Yeah. We'll see what that is here, Scott.
It looks like it's against Goffstown.
They're talking about it,
Just by how the back of the referee is, and it would be a holding.
Holding on Goffstown's. Oh, block in the back. But that looked, where they threw that flag, it looks like the end of the play there, yeah. So you're going to see it set back to the 30.
But then they'll.
So it'll be about, I think it'll still be a 1st and 10.
Yeah. So he picked up the 1st down and then some, and then it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
And
Zach Picard's going to keep rumbling.
He keeps going. The tackle by number 13 looked like Joel Ayala Casco.
They're going to keep tempo here from Goffstown, and they're just going to come right back to it. No huddle.
Not a whole lot of passing plays so far. I guess why do it if you're going to have so much success on the ground?
Exactly. Another run for Zach Picard here, who's going to muscle his way for a 2.
Yeah, good job by Central, though. They strung that one out, and were able to get a tackle, and that'll be 3rd down and a long, I'd say 2 or 3 yards. You got 4?
I have 4.
All right.
They said They say on the scoreboard it says 30, but I think I've got about 4 here.
All right.
Oh, I guess they disagree. I'll say 3. See a handoff again to
he's gonna
Card.
pick it up. He cuts it back. It's like he's so good in terms of how he cuts it back
Scott,
against the grain.
He was hopping in and out of lanes there. He was just jumping back and forth, and he kept his feet rumbling, and he still took a hit after jumping back and forth.
And that's a first down for Goffstown at the 17-yard line.
I believe that is the 17-yard line, yes.
And a hand up, it's up the middle.
That's Jared Hinault who kept it himself, and he's stumbling into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
That would be a touchdown for Mr. Hinault.
They're gonna go up early, 13-0 here, Goffstown, and it's quick. It's been quick, Scott.
Yeah, well, they picked up the tempo, as you said, and they've had a lot of success with that.
So, Scott, I think you almost just fell.
We can't. I almost fell off the chair.
I think Scott never listened to the all four on the floor rule, as he almost fell over with the chair attached to him, pretty much. And Ethan Bradley's going to set that one right down the middle of the uprights. And
so the way that we're doing this is that after the game, is it like we're going for like Indian food across the street or what?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What?
Very good place across the street.
I'm not.
Okay.
I've not.
I think
actually.
there's a Chinese
you know
food restaurant across the street too.
I haven't had too much Indian food.
Okay.
I'll admit to that.
Very good. I never really, just didn't really eat Indian food up until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's excellent. It's so flavorful. It's really good. Good place on Elm Street too. India Palace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah. I don't know anything about football, but I know a lot about food.
That's it.
Justin Huff is shaking his head. He agrees.
Shaking? He agrees? Wouldn't it be nodding?
Nodding, shaking, whatever. He's like, yeah.
Come on, Scott. You're doing
He's too busy doing his Twitter over there, like somebody else I know. Short kick. Good bounce. And the Little Green advance it about 6 or 7 yards to the 32-yard line. Well, they'll take over on downs, trailing 14-0 in the first.
They're not taking over on downs.
Oh, whatever. They're taking over.
Sorry, I'm just going to correct you for the rest of the night, Scott.
Just relax. If you don't even eat Indian food, okay, bro?
I'm sorry, Scott.
So now what I could do is I could call it in, and then at halftime, run down and pick it up, and then we could do a little smorgasbord here.
A smorgasbord?
Oh, yeah.
Like a mukbang?
Yes.
I don't think so. I'm going to decline on that.
We'll do something mild like tandoori chicken. That'll be right up your alley.
We see the defensive unit come out. And we're going to see Central take their – is this their second or their third drive now, Scott?
Third.
It's their third drive, and that one's
Jerome,
going to be –
incomplete pass intended for number 5. That would be Owen Kelly. And we have trivia again. And so our first trivia question, and this one here is should not be all that challenging.
All right, Scott.
So if we could bring that up in the studio, which former Goffstown student was on the receiving end of a Charlie Keith pass to set up the Grizzlies' first and goal to score the winning touchdown in the 2018 season, the last time that Goffstown played at Central?
I think I was not here at this game.
I was.
I remember talking with Ty about the game. So
and Jerome in the shotgun, and it's a pass play, a lot of time, and he just overthrows it and
almost intercepted by Mikey Levesque.
Mikey had that one, and he's had a good season so far. He's got a couple of picks.
Yeah, he's got that one that sealed the Bedford game.
Yeah,
that's
which we
probably
didn't
his
see
biggest.
Because we were like in Pinardville on that one.
Tis a shame.
I
Scott,
remember that
shame.
one. Yeah. So again, we got a trivia question. Which former Goffstown student was on the receiving end of a Charlie Keith pass to set up the Grizzlies' first and goal to score the winning touchdown in the 2018 season, the last time Goffstown played at Central?
You know what, Scott? I do remember that game. I was not here, but I do remember you talking about how Ty wore short sleeves to the game, and it was just freezing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Alan Potvin, same thing. I mean, these guys are like, they live in like Alaska or something. They're just immune to cold weather.
Another shotgun snap, all alone in the backfield.
Watch third and almost 10. Here comes a
blindside blitz from
boy.
Cooper Flanagan, and that's where he's been so
Yeah,
good.
that
but
was
that's
incomplete pass.
Incomplete once again, and that's going to.
We got some. What was that? Like a fireworks here.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't a drum? I
think that was fireworks.
Yeah. We having a celebration? I don't know. I was not looking up. I was looking down at the iPad. Of course.
So we got a punt coming up. Duval and Caden Perry will be back for that return at about their 30-yard line.
And setback for Central to punt is
I would
83.
be up another 10 yards. I think this ball will land around the 40.
All right,
is
Scott.
my opinion.
We want to put money down.
Yes, I would. I'll put a bag of combos on it.
It's a shame though. We're going to see a flag. It looks like they're pointing towards Goffstown.
What do they got? 13 men on the field.
Too many men on the ice.
I don't know.
Let's see. 2, 4. Oh, no.
Yep. So it's probably not going to change the calculus here for the Little Green because it's at best it'll give them a 4th down and 5. So it's still a punting situation.
I say you take a field goal here, Scott.
Yeah, right. All right. So I still say that they're way too. This ball's going to land at the 40. Let's see. Oh, not even that.
High punt.
Not even that.
And it's going to hit that hit somebody for Central.
Yeah.
That should be blown dead back by the 45.
So Goffstown will take over at the 42-yard line with a 14-0 lead. Let me see if we do we have any winners yet on this trivia?
Yeah, we do.
We do. And oh my goodness, that's the answer, or is that the guy who gave the answer? What is the answer? That's the guy who gave the answer? So Colby Putnam is the answer. Now, do we know who responded? Colby Putnam. Okay. Wow. I thought that was a trick question.
What?
I knew the answers. I have it here, but I didn't think that Colby would actually be calling in. So,
first down and 10 with 1:34 left for the Grizzlies here as we're going to see a little bit of a jet from Caden Perry.
He doesn't get much.
He's not going to get too much.
So here's an interesting story, Broden.
All right.
So Colby Putnam is the correct answer. And on a side note here, where did Coach Huff meet with Coach Ray from Central this past offseason to talk about football? None other than Putnam's Restaurant.
Wow.
In Goffstown.
What a coinky-dink.
Yes. It's surprising that these two coaches would actually talk to each other. But I guess the history goes way back.
I guess.
Kind of a fraternity, these football guys.
Too seasoned.
That's trouble. He eludes that.
He gets out of it. Wow. And he's going to fumble it.
He fumbles it, and it's recovered by Central.
Central's going to jump right on that one.
That one was not so good. That was almost like Timmy Lupus in the Bad News Bears type of thing. Lost it. But if the ball is wet, so.
Yeah, so. Yeah, no, it looked like Jared Hanault was trying to claim that he threw it forward.
Well, no, he was trying to, fake the throw.
It slipped. Yeah. It slipped. Let's be honest.
It did.
Yeah, that would be thanks to the tuck rule.
I understand, but if you're only Tom Brady could get away with that nonsense. And even that one, come on. What do you think of Tom Brady doing pretty well in Tampa, right?
With the best receiving core in the NFL, I'd beg to differ.
Oh, God.
But
Here
Chris
we go again. We're going to talk Packers. I could sense it.
No, I think.
Big opportunity for the Little Green on this turnover. And that's a run up the middle, but number 14 in on the tackle, and that is Mr. Flanagan.
Yeah, we've talked a whole lot about him.
Yeah, he's had a good season.
Swinging back around to Brady here, I think Brady took this opportunity way too late.
Yeah.
I think he's just old now.
Oh, come on. Tom Brady at what is he, 42, 43?
I think
he's better than 75% of the quarterbacks in the NFL.
Ugh, that's a high number, Scott.
He just is.
I'd beg to differ.
I don't know. So you've been a Brady hater, so.
Yeah, I think Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, and I think he's the man you have to credit.
All right, run up the middle, and he picks up about 5 yards before he's corralled at the 28-yard line.
That's going to run the quarter down there, Scott, as we're going to see.
And Flanagan in on that tackle as well. So it's been the Flanagan and Belanger show.
Yeah.
I guess a law firm of Flanagan and Belanger. A lot of tackles.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for the first, and Goffstown leads 14-0 over Central. And it'll be a third down and, 7 or 8 yards when they resume.
So Scott, this game has been interesting. We saw 2 really good offensive drives.
Yeah.
The first play was Caden Perry running it all the way down to the 30.
So if you're Goffstown, it's been a steady rain. I wouldn't say it's been a downpour, but it's been a steady rain, and that makes it challenging on all pass plays. So Goffstown's just done really a heavy dose of running.
Yeah, and, Scott, something I saw in that fumble there by Jarrett and all, I think that was a design screenplay, which gives the rushers from Central an opportunity to get to the quarterback without being blocked.
Right.
If you're going to do that, you need to get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
And whether that's into the player's hands or down at the player's feet, you need to get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
And you can't let it slip. And I think that's what happened. He didn't get it out quick, and then it slipped. So I'd be weary of going back to this screen and giving them a
third down. Actually, it's about 6. Jerome in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the lower part of your screen. Design run, and he eludes 1 tackler, and he's taken down at the 25-yard line, about a couple yards shy of the first down.
That was a good way to run him down there by Seth Osborne. He came around and.
So this will bring up a 4th down and a long one, maybe 2 yards.
You and the PA announcer for Gill Stadium here have some connection or something, Scott.
Well, I'm just looking at the markers, the chain guys.
And, the chain gang.
Well, that's where I.
Yeah.
I can.
It's almost like that's where it's like
what
marked.
I do, and you kind of gauge it from there. So let's see what they do. I do another. Well, they tried that other design quarterback draw play, and that got stuffed. Let's see what they do here. They got a single back to the left of Jerome. And now we have a timeout.
Yeah, that's not Jerome, Scott. That's number 2. That's
number 2.
Jaden Han, who's a sophomore. And Jerome was to his side, but
so maybe it was like a wildcat type of thing.
Yeah,
right?
but Jaden Han is listed as a quarterback.
Okay, but maybe it would be a direct snap to
throw him off a little bit, like a Taysom Hill type of play if we're talking NFL.
It could be. Maybe it was a direct snap to Jerome.
Maybe just some sort of trickery. Looks like Han just walked off.
And because of that penalty on Central, it'll bring up now a 4th down and 6. So,
no, Han is staying out there, and Jerome is just kind of roaming around the sideline.
So that stoppage of play was a penalty by Central. And, again, they're in that no man's land. They're going to go for it on 4th and 6. Let's see what they dial up here.
Again, we've got a different quarterback out here. So look to see something different.
That's a blitz off the edge. And
he's going to launch one deep.
Touchdown.
And touchdown.
What a nice play by the Little Green.
What a throw.
Great throw on the run. That's the play of the game so far.
That was an incredible throw. Wow.
And we're not getting replays here, but we might get replays from the studio.
I think we are. I think we're seeing some replays right now in the studio.
Yeah, so we don't see them here, but you'll see it on your screen. That was a phenomenal rollout.
Wow.
And just put it right on the money into the corner.
That was a phenomenal play with pressure bearing down on him.
That was one of the best plays I think we've seen for a score in our 4 games this year.
So Jaden Han comes in and
it hits the upright.
Off the upright.
So that's 14-6 Goffstown, but what an awesome play.
That was an incredible play by Jaden Han there. That was just a beautiful throw, placed perfectly, all the good stuff there from Central.
It's one of those things, too. It's like coaches, they get gray hair. They lose their hair over situations because here you have a turnover, and then the turnover turns into a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, you always want to try to minimize that in football. And again, that turnover led to 6 points to the Little Green. But good defense overall by Goffstown. But I'd say a much better offensive play by the Little Green to put points on the board.
Yeah. So we're going to see if Goffstown can capitalize off of the kickoff again, Scott. And I want to just tell you a fun little story. Coming in here, I went to go get my temperature checked, like as you do.
and I was told I was at the wrong spot. I was at the entrance for the band.
Oh, excellent.
So that was
So
my
they're doing
cheeks got a little
temperature-
rosy. I was a
they're
little
doing temperature checks for the band.
yeah. So we're going to see Central kick off here.
See if we get that dealer play again.
Wow.
You probably
good
will.
kick. He's going to dribble along.
And you do see the dealer.
Dealer.
And it's coming to the
Caden Perry's going to get it again, and he's got
out of bounds to the 32.
Okay, so other 30 this time,
Yeah.
but it was a good return.
That's what I thought was kind of
nonetheless.
interesting. That was more set up for the dealer, whereas the other one wasn't.
Yeah,
and they
and
had so much more success. But,
opposite success rates,
but good coverage by the Little Green, and they picked up some momentum here.
yeah.
So we're going to go to our second trivia question. And if we could bring that up on the screen, which Goffstown High School athlete shot over 50% on three-pointers in the playoffs in a win against Memorial last year and hit a home run as a softball player the year before? Female athlete. That's our question.
Sounds like somebody's phone is ringing.
We had a little bit of screaming on the Little Green bench. I think that is the soft-spoken Coach Ray.
Soft-spoken is an interesting word choice there,
Well,
Scott.
if I can hear him all the way up here, you taking SATs today? This week?
I took him this week, yeah.
I haven't. Well, it's a pass.
Oh.
Just missed him. Okay, so we should put this in our. The SAT word would be stentorian. I'm going to give you a context. Coach Ray of Central is quite stentorian. I don't know if that's even a word, but yeah, it's not a sentence, but it's the proper definition or adjective to describe Coach Ray.
Like boisterous? Like
loud
outgo-
and boisterous.
like, yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
I've never even heard that word ever used in a sentence, but I remember it being on the SAT prep. And it's up the middle by Hinault, and he picks up an easy first down at the 49-yard line for Goffstown.
Just kind of rolled into that one there, Scott.
So I don't know if we have any. I'm going to repeat the trivia question. Which Goffstown high school athlete shot over 50% on three-pointers in a playoff win against Memorial, and also hit a home run as a softball player the year before that?
So we're going to do some standard deduction here, Scott, to
Yeah.
start off with hints. Playoff against Memorial, I'll say for basketball.
Last year.
Yeah, boys played Merrimack, so that should start you off. And softball is not a co-ed sport. So
In this particular case, it is a female athlete, and that is a first it was a 6-yard gain by Goffstown with Picard in the backfield. They're bringing another player on number 74. That would be Whitehead. And another handoff up the middle to Picard, and he easily picks up a first down.
God, Picard just keeps rumbling
He's
and
He's
stumbling.
Mr.
and
North-South.
Yeah.
You know? He's I-95.
I-95. I'm not too I've been driving for over a year now, Scott.
I-95 is the north-south highway on the East Coast, my friend.
Okay.
And since Mr. Picard is a north-south runner, and he's just going
He's
right
gonna
down.
do that.
Yeah, he's going. He's in Connecticut at this point, so he's at the 18-yard line. And that's not to say that they can't do more, but Justin's trying to give us all this inside zone, all this he's like Tony Romo back here. Like
it's an inside zone, yeah.
Yeah. And another run up the middle, but not as much. Maybe 3 yards down to the 14-yard line. And we're just getting a steady dose of Picard. Ooh, I can't even repeat this. Wow.
Well, I think we're going to see
Second and 5.
We're going to see a little less pass here
Can't even
after
concentrate.
a fumble from Hinault. But he's going to take it for a run
Yeah,
and
look how he hurdles
make a little bit of a hurdle.
Yeah.
And he's down to the 5.
He's a strong dude. And he's, like I said, foul be a first down and goal on the 5-yard line.
Is that going to be? Are they going to count that for a first, Scott?
Yeah, why wouldn't it
Oh
be?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had the wrong
It's
angle
okay.
there, folks.
So it's just a steady dose of running. Why pass the ball if you're just you're chewing up clock and you're picking up 5-10 yards of rush? Might as well.
And speaking of run, we're going to see Uzi and Pollo come in, and he's going to get a run. No, he's not.
No,
Hinault's going to jump his way in.
And that's his second touchdown. That faked me out on that one. I thought he handed it off.
Me too. And I think the key there is you have a new back come in.
Yeah, so
you're thinking, oh, he's going to do something different here, and he doesn't.
So Hinault scores his second rushing touchdown of the game.
Cooper Flanagan with the hold, one of our players of the game last week,
Yeah.
and we keep talking about him. He was the holder for Kyle Pinard last year, and Bradley's just going to send that one right down the middle.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Haven't seen a missed kick from him since week 1, which is, knock on wood, right, Scott? But
so I guess haven't gotten anybody guessing this trivia question. I'm looking to our esteemed athletic director to see if there's anybody who has any. What? Oh, he's right here next to me. Oh.
You said esteemed.
Yeah, I know. He had a nice hat, too. I like that white one.
Again, all jokes. We love Mr. Huft. I just pull his legs sometimes.
Yeah. Still coming down pretty good here. Goffstown, did we miss that extra point, or you just didn't put it on the board?
I just didn't put it on the board, Scott.
I'm just saying,
I'm just slacking.
21-6. I think that the one thing that we don't want to see happen again is Roger Brown to predict the exact score, because that'll go to the guy's head.
Do we know what his prediction?
35-14, I think.
Well, they would have to score a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, no, who knows? And here's your kickoff. That's a good kick.
That's a line drive. That's a laser. And he's just going to get wrapped up quick.
Ooh.
Wow, what a tackle by Aaron Duval.
Takedown.
I like my favorite thing about that play is the PA announcer afterwards talking about who got tackled.
Yeah.
By
Do we need to give hints, Justin? Because I can do that. All right. Still waiting on that one.
Come on, folks. We got to step it up. Come on. You got to know your Goffstown High School sports trivia.
I wonder if Coach Huft is actually watching the game on streaming or something back there. All right, so the Little Green take over on the 24-yard line. They had a real good drive last time to put up 6.
Is this – I'd be surprised to see –
another pass play.
It's Jaden Han out there.
Oh, my God, but we were right there as soon as the ball was caught.
Yeah. So it is Jaden Han out there.
And that was Uzi.
It's Jaden Han instead of Jerome.
Wonder if he might have gotten hurt or something.
Maybe. I don't know. We heard Coach saying.
Well, Coach was screaming no matter what.
Yeah.
We have the answer is Emily Peterson, and we're going to give this one to Nate Bracey with the winning guess, and he probably should because I think he's coached her. So
yeah, that's
kind of a. And Gene Gallagher is the other one. So we're going to disqualify Nate Bracey. That came in from the commissioner's office, and Gene Gallagher. You are the winner, Gene Gallagher.
Yeah, we had to get an instant replay on that one.
Yes.
It looks like Nate Bracey came up just a little short.
A bit short on that.
Please don't affect my grade in AP stats. Don't change that though. I have no control over this. This is Justin Huff's doing. Don't get mad at me, Mr. Bracey.
I would say probably the two nicest coaches, Nate Bracey and Steve Largy, nice guys.
Yeah, Largy has helped us out with some football broadcasts in the past.
Arguably the best. I think he just knows the game so well. He's got a great – he's really good in the broadcast booth, but he's helping to coach the football team in the last couple of years.
Drop back for Han.
And this – he's going
to roll.
And
wow.
Someone just lowered the shoulder. That was Cody. Cody laid the hammer on him.
I will say.
And they're
moving the chains.
First down, though. So that would be Han.
Han, not Han. Han, like Jaden Han Solo.
But Jaden has done a pretty good job.
He's done really well.
Yeah.
I will say I was here
Great
for
pass.
I was here for the 7-on-7s versus like during the off season, and Central was one of the teams that participated in it.
Yeah.
So this is not the Central team I saw in 7-on-7s. I'll tell you that they've come out and played a lot different. We're going to see him come out here. Shotgun. Han is still out there. And he's going to get a good hole to rumble through there.
Yeah.
And
He's taken what they're giving him, and he's picked up about 6 yards on that. He's kind of sparked this offense a bit.
yeah, it's a different game with him out there right now. I'll say that,
We're
Scott.
going to see the replay. So 2nd and 5 for the Little Green on the 42-yard line. Han in the shotgun.
He does look a little hunched over.
And that's a handoff.
To, guess who? Jerome.
Jerome
got the
And
handoff.
He's going to be about a yard shy. So it'll be Are they going to give him the first down on that? They shouldn't. I think he's a yard shy. Because we're right on that one.
Yeah, that looks to be about a yard, maybe even 2. Oh, there is a call. Holding on Goffstown?
Holding on the offense.
On the offense. He pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah. He got turned around.
It's going to send him back quite a bit.
It's 10 yards from the spot of where the hold was. So that'll bring him back to the 34-yard line.
2nd and
that
12.
And that's a really big penalty. So it went from almost having a 3rd down and 1, now a 2nd down and a long 12.
Yeah.
See if they try to pass or
what they do from this set.
Yep, they're going to pass.
He's going to go deep, but that's going to be almost intercepted by Aaron Duval off his hands.
I think he might have. I don't know if we get a replay on this one, but I'm not sure if he jumped it. Let's see if he mistimed it, I should say, on his jump. And, so it's, let's see, we got a 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, after an incompletion there. I believe I said this last week. Aaron Duval in games uses the same gloves that his brother Andrew Duval did. I asked him that question, and he was like, "Oh yeah, these are the same ones." So we're gonna see shotgun, lone backfield there for Han. He's gonna throw deep comeback route, and that's gonna be a toe tap.
I think that is gonna be, if that's not a first down, it's really close. And it's not. It's going to be a 4th down and 1.
No, that's going to be a 4th down and 1. I thought we were already on 4th down.
Oh, that's the case. And maybe they didn't change the.
Yeah, no, they didn't change it.
Okay,
we were on 4th down there, so we're going to see. Wait a minute. What are they? Okay, nope, just kidding.
So he didn't catch it. They didn't give him the catch.
Yep.
So now it's a 4th down and 12. Okay.
Not sure.
Low snap. And
that's
why
punt.
This has been always been a critique of mine on special teams, is that very, very few times does the punter kick it over the heads of a player. But I can't tell you how many times they kick it short and then they get a 20-yard bounce, which is what they got there. So if Goffstown was able to, fair catch that ball, might have been at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to get it probably the 27.
Well, Scott, the story of this game has been Goffstown's offense, and they've just been rumbling and bumbling here. So I think it won't be that big of an issue that we're back 10 extra yards. To be honest, they could prove me wrong though.
Yeah, well, and odds are we got under 4 minutes to play. They're going to keep pounding the ball in terms of their run game, and it's just all been, Zach Picard
We do see Uzi and Pollo come across on the fake jet as we're going to see a screen for
Lopez. Was that?
Jonah Lopez.
Yeah. Didn't see him.
It's going to be a flag, though.
You're going to get a pick, maybe? Or let's see what we got.
Their clock is still rolling. Not entirely sure
trying
why.
to see what the call is.
Let's see. The ref's going to come out here after a little bit of a chat. I'm going to just keep
Are they gonna
having a
give,
little
give
conversation.
a personal foul on 76? Let's see what we got.
Personal foul.
Giving him the business on 76.
Giving him the business.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I
what
saw
that
the
is.
replay, and it looked like they're going to give it to
that like a
Belanger. Well, no,
helmet?
after the play was kind of down, Belanger came. It looked like it was Belanger. Fell on the central player. That's kind of what it looked like.
They're going to call that one targeting, I believe, Scott.
It's called giving him the business.
Giving him the business. We're going to be second down.
And, these two teams always play physical, by the way, Broden, so that's not surprising to me.
Is this second down and 20, Scott?
It'll be second down and forever. Yeah.
Second down and Penardville to go.
Well, we would call it second down. They're on Elm Street at this point, and they have to get to Valley, so.
Yeah, we are way far out from the first down marker here.
It's beyond 20, it looks like, but. And
they're going to stick with the run, though.
And he gets up maybe 5 yards. And Goffstown is content in this situation just to keep running the ball. There's really no need to pass and get a pick six or something.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep running the ball.
Well, remember, Scott, Central's going to get the ball at halftime, so.
All right, so we got a third down and forever, about 15.
Yeah. We're going to see Jared Hinault, and
he's going
to pass here. He's going to go deep. Contested catch, and that's going to be off the fingertips of Jonah Lopez.
That if Lopez would have been, I'm going to see a flag on the play.
We're going to see a flag, though.
And
I think that could be
it's going to be pass
interference, Scott. It looked like Jonah Lopez turned around at the end of the play and gave a little bit of a talking to.
Yeah, so you're going to see a replay from our studio on this one. Yeah, because the receiver I don't think turned around, like you said.
Yeah.
So one fell swoop, Goffstown went from first down in 22, and now they're going to get a pass interference, and they don't get it's not a spot foul.
No, I think that will push them to a first, though.
It's going to be close. Let's see where they.
That is pass interference, yes. Third down.
They're going to have to move.
Third down and a short.
Probably about
one.
A yard?
Literally right on top. You could quarterback sneak this.
They're going to give it to Picard.
And they will just do that, Scott. And I think he's got it.
Close.
I think he's got it, Scott.
And that'll, let's see, about 2.5 minutes to go.
If Caden Perry is the line judge here, he's saying he got it. It really just depends on where they spot it, I think, Scott. And I think.
Well, they're not calling.
They're calling it a fourth, Scott.
All right.
Fourth and inch, like a good 2 inches. And Hinault's going to keep this one, and he's going to get way more than that.
Yeah. And they just sold that one to the middle.
Yeah.
Dive, and then everybody committed.
You know who sold that one? The offensive line. The offensive line did not – there was not a single lineman that broke out to the edge in which Jared Hinault was going. So it was kind of a big trust play there.
But he had that by a mile.
Yeah.
Again, not a whole lot of passing plays for the Grizzlies. Again, a lot of that has to do with the weather, but they're just doing so well on the ground.
That's
Hinault
a keeper
goes
there
up
from
the
Hinault.
middle. Yeah, and he gets 5, no problem.
If I'm Goffstown here, I'd take a timeout.
Well, yeah, you got a minute and 30 seconds left. I think you're right. I think if you want to try to put another score up on the board, you either have to do a hurry up. Clock does stop during first downs as they move the chains, but
we'll see here. He's going to take a deep
Screen.
drop back, but that's going to be a screen, which we talked about a little bit earlier.
And he runs out of bounds after getting a first down. And that was a nice block. I think that was Belanger again, kick out.
That is also giving him the business. Getting a good block downfield,
yeah.
Also giving him the business. But this is the good giving him the business. I want to know, do they have any nicknames for Central players here, like Big Green?
I don't know.
Or like the shorter players are Little Green. Deep ball to the area of the end zone. That's going to be batted around, though.
And that was intended for number 10.
Yeah, that's Jonah Lopez. Couple deep shots to him today.
Yeah, I think on that one the safety came over to give good help, and that was pretty good coverage by the Little Green.
I think we just saw it there. Jonah Lopez was calling the ball back from Central, and it's just slipped out of his hands there.
Yeah.
I think this wet ball is really giving everyone.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why, on a rainy night, you try to just hammer it up the middle, run the ball.
And that's exactly what
And that's what they're doing. And if you have that ability, you keep going. Well, here's another pass play, and he's going to take off because he's got so much yardage.
He should get out of bounds, and he does.
At the 25, I think, for a first down. He's got a first. 49-yard line, first down, and they're going to, it's like 27-yard line with 50 seconds. So you got to figure they got about, another 5 plays?
I'd say about
considered.
that, yeah.
Got trips to the bottom part of your screen.
Got Jonah Lopez alone.
More passing this drive than in the other previous ones. And it's a screen, and it's intercepted.
No, that's dropped.
Or dropped. But he threw it right into the lineman, number 74.
Now, Scott, if there's anyone that you want to throw it right into the hands of, it's the lineman.
Kahari Whitehead, who almost picked that one off.
Yeah, the linemen, they don't practice for catching the ball there, Scott.
Yeah,
so.
I will say, though, if you're a lineman and you get an interception, that's like the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
That's like you might get one of those in your career.
Like Vince Wilfork, I think he had an interception at some point.
All right, 2nd and 10. It's going to be a pass out into the flat just over his head. That was maybe it was a good thing because number 13 was right there for the Little Green. That would be Joel Ayala Casco.
See here, Scott, if that is, let's just say that's a pass to Jonah Lopez, I think that's a completion.
Yeah.
That's Uzi Mpoyo. He's like 5'8" on a good day, I think.
Right.
But he just doesn't have the height
got
there.
A 3rd and 10
way above
at
his
the
head.
27-yard line. This is 4th down territory for Goffstown.
Jarrett's going to step up and fire a shot, but
and
that's
to Sasso, but he couldn't corral it. So Goffstown will go for it on 4th down and 10 with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, so here's Scott. You don't really give him much of an opportunity if you do turn it over on downs. I don't think Central has the capabilities right now to drive down 75 yards.
I would agree in 30 seconds. So
in 30 seconds, exactly.
And again, we can't kick a field goal from here anyway, so.
And that's almost intercepted.
That was intended for Caden Perry. Threw it a little bit behind him, and Little Green will take over on downs.
So, Scott, if I'm...
Take over on
downs. Yeah, that's the correct usage there.
Take over on downs.
So, let's just say, hypothetically, I could fit into the system. I'm not 140 pounds, like soaking wet. I could actually play football.
Okay.
If I'm the quarterback in that situation, I sit in the pocket and I try and drain as much clock as possible.
Oh.
So you let the play develop. If nothing opens up right away, you sit there and you let the clock drain.
Yeah.
I think maybe if it's not too bad, you could even take a sack in that situation.
He had a lot of time there, no doubt. And you know what? This is a good opportunity for Goffstown to air it out. So let's see what the Little Green can do in 28 seconds. If you're Goffstown, just play deep. Don't give anything big.
And we
missed that one.
I don't think he got that. Yeah, that one's going to be far on the other side, the sideline. It was not caught.
So that was intended for number 9, Kelly. 21 seconds left till the half.
It was not caught. PA announcer said it was caught. It was far into the outfield for
he
baseball.
said not caught, I think.
I heard caught.
Well,
I don't know, Scott. You say young eyes, but what about young ears here, Scott?
and that's a handoff up the middle. Not much there.
Keep
Flanagan
him in bounds.
in
Keep him
on
in
that one
bounds.
again.
Roll. The clock is rolling here. Central.
And that'll do it.
Central's probably going to just let it run out here.
I don't see why you would do anything different.
Trotting
one of the
sidelines.
greatest tragedies of this COVID season is that we don't get a chance to partake in any of the concession stands, because that's not allowed. And, Bedford, that would have been steak tips, that we missed out on. And
How are the concessions here at historic Gill Stadium?
They're okay. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I would have to give best concessions overall. I think I'm giving that to Dover.
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 Okay. You know what? We
Best
went to Londonderry.
Yeah.
London. Oh, excuse me. I'm the mask and everything, short of breath. But Londonderry, I think, was my pick for worst.
Really?
Yeah.
The reason why I say Dover is that I remember going there a few years ago with Alan, and they had two different concession stands. One of them was for the football boosters, and the other one was for the band boosters.
Huh.
And they had different menus.
Wow.
And
It's impressive.
man, the food was great. Again,
I
4 or
hope you're
5 years doing this.
I hope you're hungry, folks, now, because we're about to give you the perfect opportunity to go snack down on whatever concessions you have at home. So we're going to take our break for halftime.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Thank you.
Welcome back, folks. We are here in Manchester, New Hampshire. We've got a great view here through the rain of the Citizens Bank building there. And the Red Oak is very dark, rainy, kind of stormy October night here, Scott.
Yeah, it's but it's kind of cool, I think, in a way. When you look at the backdrop of the skyline of the football field, Goffstown with a 21-6 lead over the Little Green, and Goffstown will kick off to start the second to the Little Green.
Yeah, and at the start of the first half, we saw Caden Perry take one to the house. Almost
to the house, yeah.
He ended up at the 30-yard line, and that set up a great run to the house by Zach Picard. So that's how we started the game off, and 2 more rushing touchdowns from Jarrett Hinault set up this 15-point lead here for Goffstown. So,
and the Little Green had a masterful play,
beautiful
for their 6 points.
Just I'm kind of still wrapped up in that play. It was an incredible play.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was just a great rollout and just like a perfect pass.
Yeah, front corner of the end zone,
front corner, just couldn't have done any better.
Just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Just, toss a little. We're going to see the kickoff here from Goffstown right about now. See Bradley take this one from the tee.
Almost off sides, too.
Good kick, and that one's going to roll to the 15 and scooped up by Central.
And that would be tackled by, 27, 28-yard line. And Central will take over.
Scott, kicking has not been a problem here for Goffstown. It's been quite good,
23-yard line, I apologize.
So we're going to see first down.
Duval on that tackle.
Duval, yeah. So we were talking about a pregame. Duval is really fast, and I think that helps a lot with special teams.
See who the quarterback is. Same thing, right? 2.
Jaden Hahn is going to come back out for Central, which is that's just interesting. It doesn't look. He handed off to Jerome a couple times. Like, I don't think he's injured. Maybe it's just a scheme change here for Central. As he's going to take the snap from shotgun.
Pass over the middle, wide open. He drops it. Wide open. To number, was it 5 on that?
I think so.
Owen Kelly?
I think so, Scott. A lot of sophomores on this Central team. Just, you look down the list here, sophomore, senior, sophomore. Just a lot of young players here for Central.
Yeah, and Goffstown is kind of the junior-laden team with obviously seniors at key positions. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver.
I don't know if there are any senior wide receivers.
Isn't? Okay, I thought Lopez is a junior?
Lopez is a junior.
All right,
yeah.
So Levesque is a corner. He's a senior.
See another snap here for Central on second down. Another pass, and that's out of bounds.
You got to be super careful. I mean, Cooper Flanagan was right there.
Yeah.
And, good thing he did throw it. So now it was intended for Sean Kelly, the tri-captain, a little over his head. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
2 incomplete passes back-to-back because we were just talking about the semi-new quarterback who came out about
I thought he brought a pretty good dimension, to the Little Green offense.
Yeah, it hasn't been present here so far.
The one thing, like every single time the quarterback is going to the sideline, getting the play, coming back, I think that slows your momentum down personally, but rolls out to his right.
He does exactly what you're talking about, and he's going to throw across the field.
He picked off. Oh.
No.
So Levesque with the breakup, and that'll be a punting for the Little Green.
Levesque has been all over the ball today in the pass. Really good play by him.
So and Levesque was a guy, like, as a sophomore, he was wide receiver, and then he got converted over to cornerback, and he's had a good season.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these players change position.
Yep.
I think Jarrett Hinault for a little bit was a wide receiver as well.
And here, really, really short kick. And
take a hop, and
Man, he got
Duval
hammered as soon as he caught it.
And he still somehow got out of it, Scott.
So he got it right around that 47, 48-yard line. He quickly got gobbled up.
Yeah, he got maybe a yard.
Yeah. But what he did, though, the ball didn't go by him and then roll another 10, 15 yards. So he did exactly what he should do. And
what we talked about earlier.
Exactly. So what do you think we're going to see? Like more running?
I think we're going to see some more running.
Run.
And I took a trip down to the little announcers room.
Yeah.
And I looked up, and it's really not coming down too hard. It's really just kind of like this steady, consistent mist right now.
That's a handoff to Picard, and he picks up maybe 3 yards over to the right side of his offensive line. And you're right. I think going to see a heavy dose of running.
And it's worked.
Yeah.
It's worked for Goffstown, so you can't really drag him too much for that one. But
so I want to thank Adam McCune. I don't know if Dave Steffen's in the studio, but this is our first live broadcast, right?
Live away
broadcast. Yeah. Picard with another run to his right, and he
could break this one for the touchdown, and he's got one man to beat, and he's dragged down at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, he just lowered his shoulder.
Yeah. He just kind of he dragged him for like a good 3 yards at the end of the play, too.
He has I don't know how to say this, but like quiet speed. Like he's fast, but he doesn't
he doesn't have the burners.
Right, but he's deceptively fast. And there's Hinault again for another TD. So if you've had Hinault in your fantasy team, that's 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Which we can't even say that, right? Because that would almost say that we're gambling. No one's gambling. I mean, it's just football.
Just fantasy
right,
football.
Okay.
There's no one actually has a Goffstown high
fantasy
school
football.
Fantasy
You don't think
football
so?
team. No.
Maybe that's something that, I don't know.
Maybe we invest in that, Scott.
Yeah. So how many yards was that touchdown?
It was like a 3-4 yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Bradley.
And that one is good.
It's good. He hasn't, knock on wood, getting a little superstitious here, but he hasn't missed one since.
You can't do this.
He's not taking one currently.
You can't do this.
No, you can't say
And with that, it's trivia time, Broden.
Oh.
Trivia time. Here we go.
My favorite time.
So if we can bring this up in the studio. Question number 3. Which current Grizzly student athlete won a team championship as a freshman and an individual championship as a junior? Which current Grizzly student athlete won a team championship as a freshman and an individual championship as a junior?
Scott, I think I know this one.
Yeah.
Could I take a peek at the sheet just to see if I do know this one? I'm not going to say it.
Why don't you just lip it. Yes. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Great kid.
So now we know it's a great kid. That's the hint.
Oh,
why'd you do that?
Just gave it away,
Why
I guess.
Did you do that? Short kick, but high.
It's going to give Goffstown.
He's going to go out of bounds. And
so if Justin Huft or if Coach Hammond are on the central sideline, that's a re-kick.
Right. They do that all the time.
I think they're the only coaches I've ever seen take re-kicks on these flags.
They do. But the little green aren't going to do that. So they're going to take it, the 35-yard line? Let's see what they do.
Yeah, they're going to accept it, and they're not going to take the re-kick, which is a smart move.
So they'll take over at the 35-yard line. That's the first time I got that play right, according to Justin Huft. He said you screwed that up in 55 broadcasts.
Still see Hahn out there.
Hand off, that is not going anywhere. That's a loss of 2.
And I think he's handing off to Jerome, the guy he replaced.
Yeah. So maybe they're thinking that Jerome is a better threat in the backfield.
I mean, look at how he did running in that first quarter.
But part of the the nuance of running your quarterback is that the quarterback can see the field, and when you're a running back, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
See every time how Hahn goes to the sideline and back, sideline and back. I don't know.
Slows your momentum down,
Yeah,
Scott.
that's my take.
And then he runs back and forth throughout the pocket.
Well, here's the other thing is that you're down by a lot of scores, so it just takes a lot of time, and you can't speed up your offense. Pass play over the middle, and then intercepted.
That is Ryan Cody. I believe that's his first career interception.
That's my man?
I think that's
my man, right?
That's your man.
That's my man.
You know what? I almost called out Mikey Levesque because he's been there on every pass play. He's contested everyone.
Well, at least I say it was Joey Cody, so Ryan Cody.
It is Ryan Cody.
Right.
So an interception there for Ryan Cody.
So I'm not sure if we have any takers yet in our trivia. Let me look back to see if we have any winners. Not sure yet. We're trying to.
Mr. Huft isn't on top of it.
He's too busy checking the recent political polls in the country.
We're going to see a handoff for
Picard
who's going to bounce it to the outside.
But that's a great play by Central. Oh, let's see if we can that tackle.
Number 9.
Wow, that was a great play. That's
Sean Kelly.
Yep, Kelly. Nice play.
Kudos.
Well, I just like the way he did the tackle on that one, It's just
normally if somebody runs at Picard that way, they bounce off of them.
Yep. And Picard up the middle.
Take it up the middle.
He doesn't get a whole lot there. Maybe 2, 3. But again, you're in that kind of no man's land, the 35-yard line in high school football. So it's 3rd down and 5, and Goffstown will go for it even if they don't get it here.
So I'll apologize here. I haven't been on the scoreboard in a long time, and I had it as 27 points. I never updated it after the extra point. It is 28 points.
All right.
Thanks to the studio for sending me a little message about that. It is 28-6, not 27.
Picard bounces it out, and he gets upended at the 25-yard line. Good defensive stand by this little green of Central. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 5. In for the kick for a 52-yard field goal will be no, we're not going to do that, right? Wouldn't that be something?
We actually got a free agent, Giefenstoff-Gowski. Definitely not any NFL player or anything. No, they're going to be going for it here on 4th.
Will it be a pass play?
Oh.
Maybe they're trying to draw him offside.
I think they almost did. So let's see. No, they won't. They're just going to give it to Picard, and he's going to get the job done. And he lays out a Central defender.
Yeah, you might have a hold here. Let's see where that hold is. And let's see where that hold is, where the spot is, because that might be coming back, won't be a first. Let's see what we got. It is a hold, and it looks like it's around the 28-yard line. That'll bring it to the 38-yard line, and that would be a 4th down and 8. Let's see. And then that might change your calculus a little bit. Maybe you don't then go for it from the 38. Yeah. Maybe you just punt it.
Scott, let's take a little bit of a rewind back to that run. He laid that Central defensive back out.
But maybe that hole was created by a hold, and so they're going to go for it again, which is kind of odd. Now, let's see if we see like a Picard pooch kick, which is very possible because he is the punter.
He is the punter.
Yes. So that's what I would expect here with nobody to receive. Let's see what they do. Nope.
See,
that's a fumble.
And Dalton's going to get it, and he's going to try and take it. And,
not much.
No, not much.
So that's a fumble recovered by Dalton. Advanced to the 39-yard line with a Central Little Green will take
over on downs. Good job, Scott. Okay,
excellent.
So that's your SAT words for the day.
Take over. It's a takeover.
On downs. We do have an answer for YouTube, but
no, we can't have it. So the winner, the answer is you want you announce who the winner is.
Jake Howell.
Right, and the person who answered the question is none other than
Nate Bracey.
Are you trying to get like good grades?
I swear I
Are
have
you,
no
like, texting
control
this
over
guy
this. I have
or
no
what?
control over this.
Unbelievable. Mr. Bracey, come on. Let somebody else get the answers here.
It's just too smart.
Yeah.
Man. He's just too smart.
Well, listen, Bracey is a really smart guy. And, here we got a nice play. Pickup of about 8 yards by the little green.
See, he does also help for the volleyball.
Yes.
You know that? He helps for the volleyball. He's a ball cleaner for the volleyball. Great ball cleaner.
I didn't know they had such a job.
Yeah. I mean, COVID, all that stuff. You gotta get the balls off the court.
Yeah. No, I
spray them down with the disinfectant.
I completely understand that.
We are in a pandemic, Scott.
Yeah, I get it. That's one of the nice things about tennis. It's one of the sports where you can really no issues.
Yeah, and you don't have too many fans in attendance or anything.
So second down and
with
2.
Or without a pandemic.
Dalton just throws a guy down, and he escapes.
Somehow, escapes,
but not really.
He's going to get thrown to the bottom
Bring
of the pile.
them back into the fold. And Flanagan is in on that one, and Osborne.
I think Osborne should get credit for that one there.
So it'll be a third down and a long 4. Jake Howell.
Bowler.
Now remember that movie with the guy, I'm trying to think of that spoof with the guy who was a bowler with one that didn't have a hand. Kingpin. Yes. Excellent movie.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's funny.
I don't watch too many bowling movies in my free time.
Well, there aren't that many bowling movies, but Kingpin was one of them. Woody Harrelson, I think, was the guy in that, right?
Okay. Wow, great rush here.
Yeah, great fake. And, wow, that was picked up of about 15 yards.
Yeah. So good rush but for Goffstown, but they went for the wrong guy, Scott.
Yeah. Yep, they did. That was a really good, if we see a replay on that one, we will from the studio. Just a great fake.
Yeah.
So the little green, this is probably their best drive since, midway through the second?
I'd say about that, yeah.
Second, yeah. So they will be on the 38-yard line of the Grizzlies.
And this is coming off the turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Goffstown.
Yes.
Handoff to Jerome.
Big hole, though. Massive hole. He cuts it outside.
Sasso
and then finally...
Sasso and Perry, but they're going to get a
flag. We might have a face mask here towards the end. When there's usually 2, it means they see a face mask. Let's see.
Looks like they're going to have a nice little sentimental chat.
How's
your day going?
I think it's a face mask, but let's see.
How's your day going? Personal
foul, face mask. Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
Good call.
We can see that up here.
Grosstradamus, as we like to call him.
No.
No? No longer
Not really.
your title?
You saw that one. Even Justin Huff saw that one. And he's way back in the press box.
Yeah, he's like
this. He's like.
You're on mic. They can't see you, Scott.
Oh, okay. All right.
How long have you been doing this?
I don't know. I'm getting worse.
Yeah. See, a little bit of a high
up
snap,
the middle.
but
yeah, so they're
design quarterback run there.
The offensive line is creating some holes here on this last drive.
And Scott, I want to look. I'd love to get a little closer look at that because earlier in the game there was some holding on Central's part. So I want to see how much.
Isn't that part of the game of football?
How much of a legal hole that they're creating?
Yeah. So the big story is: are they really? Is it an unbalanced line? Is the question?
Yeah.
And let's see the formation here.
Yeah, you've got.
Not here.
No, not here.
Goffstown shifts last second there. Pass play.
Rolling to his right.
And he throws it away.
Lofts one up. And that's intercepted.
Oh,
no, he dropped it.
Levesque.
Oh, Levesque almost came down with a circus catch. And it looks like he's hurt.
He landed on his back.
Almost came down with a circus catch there for Mikey Levesque. Wow.
Yeah, he came down on his lower back.
Looks like he's still down. A trainer is there attending to him. So
I think what happened there was that he went up and he almost grabbed that one. So Goffstown 28-6 lead, and this is kind of what we thought might be the case. Goffstown's coming in 3-0, Central 0-3, and Goffstown really has kind of had their way. So Levesque is going to be coming off the field on his own, and we could probably show him as he's coming off the field. He might have got the wind knocked out of him because he did kind of land on his back, but he doesn't look worse for the wear. So
we'll probably see him come out for a couple plays, let somebody else get a run at corner there.
But, man, that would have been an unbelievable interception if he was able to pick that one off.
You know what? He couldn't even catch it, but that was he got up there.
He got up there, right. I suppose he doesn't play basketball. It seems like he can get up.
He may do track.
I don't know. He seems like he can jump. So it'll be a third.
The Goffstown 6, so they've got third and 4, and then a possibility
Correct.
for first and goal.
I mean, listen, they're down so many points, they have to go for it. And it is a quarterback keeper, but he's not getting much.
He's not getting anywhere.
Yeah,
and they're not gonna say his progress was stopped. They're gonna let the pile push for a little bit.
Yeah. But who was in on that? Perry on that tackle? I mean, I'm trying to see who was in on that one.
I think all
Cody,
11.
And I think Cody as well.
We see injured little green football player out there. I don't know how you would – a little green member or a little green –
Yeah, so we've got a couple extra trivia questions tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll go with trivia question number 4. So trivia question number 4. Which fall sports team at Goffstown High School has 2 student athletes in the academic top 5 of their class? Which fall sports team at Goffstown High School has 2 student athletes in the academic top 5 of their class?
All 20 teams in postseason.
How about 19?
Why?
Pinkerton is done.
They
right?
are?
Well, there's no fall sports, right? They're done. So now it's 19. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I mean, it's a tough break, and this is kind of what was expected. It's.
Yeah, when you, especially with Pinkerton, where you've got 3,000 students,
more, almost like 4,000. It's crazy.
It's kind of bound to happen at some point.
I don't get to. It's like when you think about it, right? Pinkerton Academy has 3 times the number of students as Goffstown High School, 3 times the pool of athletic talent. It seems.
My sister.
I mean, we don't want to go and say anything bad about Aiden's alma mater here, but
my sister's actually going to be attending Pinkerton next year. So, swimmer. She's going to be a swimmer there.
I'm surprised they don't recruit.
Aren't they like semi-private or something
exactly.
like that?
So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of. I don't get it.
BG's already taken over for the semi-private type stuff. And
yeah, whatever. So this will bring up a 4th down and 3.
You're within the 10-yard line here. You've got the 4th down and 3. If you get this and you only get 3 yards, you still got another 4 downs for first and goal.
Right, but the problem is that even if they're able to score here, their offense is not geared for hurry up.
So we did get an answer for this trivia question.
So here we go. Big 4th down and 3 for the Little Green. Goffstown with 3 down linemen. We got what?
A timeout.
Maybe Coach Ray did not like what he saw.
He's all the way up to the numbers, so I think he's given his players a talking to. Taylor Watterson got that answer there for the trivia.
Okay. We had a really special trivia in the 4th quarter. So Taylor, the answer was Emily Charles. It was cross country. Emily Charles and Caleb Hagner are both in the top 5 of their class. And Emily is the class of 2023. Caleb is the class of 2022. So cross country the smart ones, I guess, right? I mean, that's what it sounds like.
I guess
that's the deal.
I mean, statistically speaking.
Listen, I'm just saying. It seems like.
Well, we do a backup quarterback who's unfortunately out.
Right.
Josh Webb. I believe he's up there in his class. His brother, Joe, was also up there in his classes. I believe he graduated this last year, school year, that is.
So we've got a halt in the action here with Central devising a play on this critical 4th down and 3. They trail 28-6, so they've got to put points on the board here. And then not only do they have to do that, then they have to go for the 2-point conversion to bring them within 2 touchdowns.
Scott, I have a question here. If you're Central, do you even think about taking a field goal?
No. You're down by so many points. What are you, crazy?
I'm
what are you,
tossing
nuts?
it in the air
for
you,
nuts.
Scott.
You're nuts. That's crazy. You
all right.
You got a team that's put up 28 points on you, and you're going to go for field goals?
Hey, you never
what
know.
What are you, the New York Giants? I mean, no. No, we don't do that. The Jets?
Yeah, Scott, aren't you a Jet?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. How's that?
I can't watch it anymore. It's painful. Here we go. 4th and 3.
This is going to be a quarterback run right up the middle. I guarantee it.
Oh,
no. It's going to be a pass. And
it's overthrow.
Way out there. Way out there. Looked like
Intended
Odell
for
Beckham.
Number 7. That would be Benjamin Mikas. And Goffstown will take over.
On downs.
On downs.
That's your SAT word.
On downs.
It's your SAT word, Scott. So
I'm
Scott
not so sure about the SATs. I don't know. I don't know how predictive that thing is.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Actually,
a lot of schools are getting rid of that.
I just took it. Yeah. No, a lot of schools are test optional. So, yeah. Scott got some combos, so I'm going to take a little snack break.
Go for it. So we got a really special trivia coming up in the 4th quarter, and this is a big, big prize for people. I'm going to just ask Mr. Huff, so there are still prizes for this stuff, right? Right, so there's a big prize. I think Mr. McBride has thrown in the prize for this one. Oh, yeah.
What is it?
What?
What is it?
Free lunch.
Free lunch?
Yeah.
Like $3 worth right there, Scott. We're going crazy.
Free lunch for the year.
For the year?
Yeah.
That's like $15 worth, Scott.
Actually, I think that there is free lunch, period, going on. USDA, I think, has free lunch.
Really?
So, yeah, breakfast, lunch. You got to sign up. You got to order it.
I like how. Oh, you're looking back at the administrator here, like you're not the one working in the school board.
I think I do know that.
As we're going to see a good run from Zach.
Yeah, we were
talking about lunch.
We were talking about food again, so which is not good. There was a football game, and our fans, all 3 of them, are.
Hey, we've got over 100
viewers. We have
viewers.
100 people watching.
Yeah.
So when we get to this trivia question, I don't know if Colleen Charest is watching or listening to the game, but I'm hoping that she is, or maybe someone like Denise Morin or others. But if you're a staff member at Goffstown High School, and it's a run up the middle
Jared
by
Hinault
Hinault,
making some moves,
and he stumbles to the 50-yard line. I mean, he's just tough to bring down. So as I was saying before, if you're a staff member at GHS, this question is coming your way in the 4th quarter. So there's somebody in your building that's kind of famous, and you don't know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Famous?
Yeah.
I'm
and
anxious.
It's not John Webb, who was on Jeopardy. Everybody knows that story.
I didn't
he
know
tells
that.
everybody the story.
What?
He was on Jeopardy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he's my guidance counselor.
I don't know, or something like Hollywood Square, something like that. And it's a run up the middle, and
you know who's got that ball on that run up the middle, Scott?
Yeah.
Do you?
And what?
No. Do you know who got that ball?
Who? Cody.
Ryan Cody.
Did you know that Eric Greenland tried out for Iron Chef? Not Iron Chef. The what do you call it? Chopped.
Chopped?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He got chopped in the audition.
Yeah. I had him for culinary.
He did. Run up the middle by Hinault, and he lumbers forward. I mean, he's just picking. They can't take him down.
I think there was. Did I see a flag come in?
I don't know. Yeah, you did. There's our flag at the 45-yard line, and that usually is holding.
I think that one's going to be on Toby Halpern. He's tossed his hands up, and
he wasn't happy with that one.
No.
So that'll be a holding penalty on the Grizzlies. That'll bring them back to about the 45-yard line.
You know what, Scott? I was thinking about it. We saw almost next to no flags in the game against Bedford in the first week.
Yeah, which is weird. First game of the season.
Seeing first game of the season with very little preseason practice.
I think the rereferees said, due to COVID, they were nervous to even touch anything.
Yeah, maybe flags, footballs, anything, So this one's going to be a second down and 14. And they're just going to give that one to Picard.
To Picard. He picks up about 4 or 5.
To Picard. I can't.
Speaking of which, I think we have to give a ton of credit and gratitude to all the officials here tonight and all those across the state. There's a lot of officials who have decided not to participate this year. Officials are traveling long distances to officiate these games. So I want to thank the folks in the black and white costumes out there.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So you see Hinault keep this one.
Yeah, didn't get a whole lot, about 5 or 6. But you know what? I think Goffstown's content to keep running the clock. And again, you're up 28-6. They've done a pretty good job this evening. There's no need to go too crazy and put points on the board. So we got a 4th down and a long 6, probably 7 yards. And
Scott, you know what I think about sometimes? I think about you have this running back, really good running back.
Yeah.
It's also your punter. Is there a play drawn up in some playbook hidden deep away where, he just watches everyone go back and he just takes off running?
Oh, it's a fumble recovered by Goffstown.
Wow.
At the 15-yard line. And that was so unfortunate for the little green, but just popped right out of his hands, right into a Goffstown player.
Sometimes when you're a Central football player, you think, this couldn't get worse.
Oh, man.
It just did. It just did, folks.
Yeah. I mean, literally popped out. Again, it's wet conditions here. I wouldn't say it's been a terribly, horrific rain, but it's been a steady.
It's
more
actually
than a drizzle,
it's starting
right?
to slow down now. I think, Scott.
Yeah, we need this rain too. By the way, man. Oh,
are we in a drought at the moment?
We are
Scott?
in a drought, and we need the rain badly. So Goffstown now will take over at the 15-yard line with 20 seconds in the third. And that will be Picard up the middle. And he gets about 4 yards or so.
So I want to just take a moment to shout out Ty Gallagher, who couldn't be with us tonight. He's working, and he said he would be streaming. So I'm not sure if he's working too hard right now or if he's not. But if you are, thanks Ty for tuning in. And Aiden has done a pretty good job replacing you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's a competition at the camera, man. There's no doubt.
I think what we do is we have a cage match.
Yeah.
Ty versus Aiden.
I'm taking Aiden.
At the end of the season.
Taking Aiden. There's no doubt.
I think Ty could get a little furious.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we have a cage match.
I don't know. Aiden's pretty tall, man. And that'll do it. So, I don't know. Is Mr. Huff watching the? So we got a trivia question now.
We do.
This is our trivia. Might as well. So let me just take out my notes here. So in the studio audience, if you can kind of bring this one up. Hold on. I think you have my cheat sheet, no?
I don't see it here, Scott.
You don't?
I think you're just unorganized.
Maybe. I thought I gave it to you.
No.
No. Well, I kind of memorized it. So
okay. All right. You're just good like that.
Right.
Just
So
off the cup.
No, that's not it. So which Goffstown High School administrator played football in high school and also worked as an appliance repairman to pay his way through college?
Huh. An appliance repairman.
Yeah.
I have to take a
right.
a
So
deep
which
thought about this one.
GHS
administrator.
Administrator.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you guys talk this one over in the YouTube chat.
You know, I tell you, being an appliance repairman, that's not easy, you know? And
It's
first of all, you have to know all the different manufacturers.
Yeah, LG.
You've got dishwashers, washing machines, dryers. You know, and now they've got all different types of motors and different.
And you've got like the fridges with iPads like built into the doors and
well,
stuff.
I think back when this guy was doing
like
it,
that was like they were like ceramic and you know,
right. So
like had the locks, so like kids got trapped in them and stuff,
right.
and all that.
But I think it's a tough job. I worked as a pool guy.
A pool boy.
I was a pool
boy.
I cleaned pools.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I did? Goffstown Television.
Yeah. It's run up the middle by Picard, and there you go, Roger Brown. That's your 35 points that are coming up on 35. So, so Roger Brown, I think, predicted 35 points for Goffstown. I think so.
What?
Yeah, and I think he had a 35 to
8.
No, I think it was 14.
14.
Yeah. And here comes your extra point, and that is low, but
what?
Good.
Whoa. that shocked me, Scott.
5 for 5.
Yeah. I didn't jinx him. I told you. I said knock on wood, Scott.
I know. So we're waiting for the results here. I don't know if we can get some feedback on the trivia question.
Okay, first of all, scoring play 5 seconds into the last quarter.
Yeah, so we're waiting for the kickoff here, and I'm not sure if we have any takers. Our athletic director here is kind of keeping us clued in on who's guessing and who's not guessing.
We did actually get a correct answer.
We did?
We did.
And can you give me the...
I believe... Hold on.
Do we have a winner? We have a winner in this?
I'm trying to look up to the... What is the time right now, Scott? 7:53. So... I can't. I think.
Well, give us a couple of people. I mean, if they're close,
Sadly, I believe the first person to say it, only because he said about 16 different administrators, was Nathan Bracey.
but we can't give it to him.
No,
we can't. So pick another.
This one's just for fun.
Yeah.
But I believe it's going to go to after that. Kristen Halpern.
Okay, Kristen Halpern. Can you bring up on the screen here, our studio audience, can you share who the correct answer is? And this way you can let the studio audience know. And I don't really want to say the answer. I would like it to be on the screen.
Yeah, we got to get a visual.
We have to get a visual.
We're a television station,
Yes, we're TV. And congratulations to Kristen Halpern, wife of Al Halpern, our announcer for the games. And there you go. It is none other than Justin Huft. As you can see from the graphic there, Justin was the repairman extraordinaire, and a nice tackle by the Grizzlies at about the 30-yard line. So maybe we can make that bigger. If you can take that to the complete screenshot. I don't know if you can do that.
Scott, we do have a game going on.
No, I just think that people should be able to see a full picture of what's going on.
There's also a lot to ask from our studio crew, Scott.
It is, but I think this is such a special...
Firing off random ideas here.
It's such a special evening.
You know, after looking at that picture, I will say Mr. Huft has aged incredibly. He looks the exact same as he did before.
It's kind of like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they're like 25-year-olds playing the character of it's kind of like the Karate Kid.
Like a Netflix special. We need a Netflix special of Justin Huft's life, I believe.
A documentary.
Yeah. It's going to be a keeper
by the quarterback, but he cuts back. Nice play. Picks up
Very good
about
play.
8 yards, about a yard shy. So a nice cutback run.
So Hahn has come in for who was it? Jerome.
Jerome.
Who's a captain.
Right.
He came out for him, and he's played quite well.
You know, the other thing, too, you mentioned before that you have a very young team in Central. And maybe the coach is thinking, hey, you know what? You know, this is my sophomore class. I want to give my guys reps and see what they can do. This is his quarterback next year.
He was already down quite a bit, so may as well put him in, I guess, Scott. He's going to take the snap and keep it again. And
he's going to get a first down and more.
And
I like the way that he just, kind of cuts back and picked up another 8 yards.
Hop to the outside there, Scott. There were a lot of Grizzlies falling down at that line. Like an extra eye there at the.
You got most. Here we are, 10 minutes left. Goffstown up 35-6, and most of your starters are still in the game for Goffstown.
We do see Sam Ali out there at, I believe, he's like that inside-outside linebacker, corner,
I just think
in between.
This might be an opportune time for Goffstown to start to rotate some of your other players in.
Yeah, that would definitely be a great idea for Goffstown, as we're going to see a timeout.
Officials timeout. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, it's Ray.
So Central's going to take that timeout and stop the clock.
So any big plans this weekend for you?
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, keeping my circle small, social distancing, all that fun stuff. Sunday.
No apple picking.
No, I already did that.
I know you did that.
I already did that.
Speaking of apple picking, you went to Gould Hill.
Gould Hill, yes.
And that's where I usually go.
Really?
And then, but about 3 weeks ago, we went, and it was so crowded.
It was not crowded.
We decided to then go to another orchard, and there was Carter Hill.
Carter Hill. That's like right near there, right?
It's close by. I think it's like 8 miles away.
Yeah.
And it's outside of Concord, and really nice.
Yeah.
And they have the best cider donuts.
Ooh.
They do them fresh there. They're warm.
Yeah, that's the best. Oh. Have you seen, God, I believe it's Parley Farms. Parley Farms, do you know?
Don't know.
You don't know them? You can watch their donuts being made.
They do the same thing.
Yeah,
you
they
can
do
watch
the same
them
thing.
in a window.
Yeah.
And they come out, and they're still warm, and they were good.
Looked like Cooper Flanagan and Toby Halpern were having a little fun dancing around there on the field. I mean, you got to be happy with a 35-6 victory.
Yeah.
Especially when you're undefeated for Goffstown here.
I tell you, the way this year has gone, I think all these players should be just so happy that they're on the field.
Yeah, that's
and have
true,
played
Scott.
4 games. Seeing what happened with Pinkerton this week. Long ball.
Deep
and
shot.
That is
broken up, but caught. What a play.
Central.
What a play.
It was tipped by
Caden Perry. Tipped that one.
Right to a Central player. Great
what a catch by Sean McGarvey. Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to see a replay on this one. And for all intents and purposes, that ball probably should have been picked. And good concentration to corral that one.
Really, just that, yeah. Like,
and not to give up.
And McGarvey's a captain. He shows that concentration that he's obtained as a captain, I guess.
Those are the plays you'll see on the highlight, on the not the highlight reel, but if you're on the game film and you're like, how'd that happen?
One slipped away.
Yep, happens.
It's gonna be a handoff to Jerome.
Up the middle, he gets 5.
He was running so well at the quarterback position. Why not? Why not just let him keep running it?
Yeah. So super happy with our Live U unit, which allows us at Goffstown Television to broadcast these games on location, which is, especially in a COVID-19 year, this has been just awesome to have.
Wow, that one swallowed up quickly. Wow.
You heard the hit from up here, folks.
Wow.
And there's a flag. So I bet you'll be a roughing or something, but you heard it from up here.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
I see Mr. Huft is writing something down here. Bear defense is the set that they came out with, I guess.
And all I know is that you heard the pads crunching up here. Bear defense is the 44 defense. But
46.
46. Okay. Buddy Ryan, yeah. Yeah, I remember those years.
Yeah.
And let's see, what was that flag? Let's see what they call it.
Well, that's Jerome who's walking off for Central.
Yeah, but I mean, someone just got hammered, and
his
it's going to be
helmet is
against
off.
Goffstown. I'm thinking it's half the distance, so it's probably a personal foul, half the distance deal. Let's see.
We'll see what personal foul.
Foul.
Yes. Face mask.
That's been like four. That's the third personal foul by Goffstown tonight.
I'd love to see I'd love to see a
face
replay
masks,
on this
and then
one.
they giving them the business.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that is
a
face mask. I think that was just like a hard hit, and they kind of had to call something.
It seems like every time these teams play, and they're obviously they're in the same division, it's always physical. Always physical.
Yeah. So it'll take it down to the 6, Scott. You are correct.
This is the classic battle of, like, Karate Kid. Miyagi-Do, Dojo. And let's see. We're going to see this one replay. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we're looking at the replay now. You probably saw it a couple seconds ago. But, I'm not sure on that one, Scott. They're coming out in this bear defense again, which Justin Huft is calling out for us. Fumble on the snap, and
he's done. And you don't do that. You don't do that.
Oh, Caden Perry's got to come down with that one.
Don't throw that. No, you just throw it away.
Caden Perry has now had, unfortunately,
you throw it away.
Two drops.
It was only second down. You don't do that.
Scott, you
don't do that.
Really pained by this one. It is 3rd down and 1.
Yeah.
So that makes it any better for you.
I'm just saying, but all the
buddy.
reason why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no. 9 times out of 12, that is an interception.
Yeah. Little Green Band sounding pretty good tonight.
Yeah, sounding
and they're
loud.
I think they're not in the rain. They're in the stands.
They are in the covered stands.
Well, you have to be careful. You got your instruments.
That's true.
Your brass instruments rust. Be careful. It's on us, Dalton. What was that?
I believe that was Matt Dalton.
Was it Dalton?
I believe that
no,
was.
Say it wasn't so. That's going to be a first down.
Scott, it's almost like they could in this 7 minutes and 54 seconds of play left.
Listen,
they could come back from down 29.
But they put 35.
The monstrosity.
All right, let me just explain this, okay? Now, I know how this team works. Under normal circumstances, non-COVID, 35. You would Justin Huff would take the team to Dairy Queen after the game. They'd all pile in, get their blizzards, right? But now they can't do that, but due to COVID. So, but I don't know. There's been a lot of penalties. I don't think Hammond would have taken him to Dairy Queen even if it was non-COVID.
Maybe. I've got a combo.
Fumble again. And that's a smart play. He just goes down, doesn't cough up the ball.
So, Scott, I'm having a celebratory combo right now.
I got to talk here, all right? Let's talk about Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
And I want to talk Dunkin' Donuts. So, yesterday, I went in, and they have this Dunkin' Donuts Ghost Pepper Donut.
What?
A Ghost Pepper Donut, and it's spicy. So,
why?
I want folks to go out and try it.
I don't.
Why?
That sounds disgusting.
So we go there. This is the one that's on the back road, the one that's by the gas station.
Are you sure this was like in the Dunkin' Donuts, not like some shady dude outside?
No.
Like,
It's
hey,
there.
you want a spicy donut, buddy?
It's a Ghost Pepper Donut, and they, we'll talk about this after this play. Han in shotgun.
Another bad snap, but
and he's going to the deep corner and that's intercepted.
That is intercepted. That was pulled away by Will Sasso. That was a great play by Will Sasso.
So Sasso, but he threw it into triple coverage there, man. I mean,
you're almost asking for that one, Scott.
So let's go back to the donut. So
the real importance here.
Well, yeah. So we go. My wife and I go, and she's like, she wants to try this Ghost Pepper Donut. And it's like a pinkish, like
they
granulated
made it some
sugar
weird
thing.
color.
They put it in a separate box, etc. And the lady, we go up there, and she's like, "Are you going to try that now?" And we're like, "Well, why? And she's like, well, I'm just curious to see what you think of it.
Uh-oh.
So
That's
we're
never
still
good.
in the drive-thru, and my wife takes a bite, I take a bite, and it was sweet to start off, and then after 2 seconds, you feel the heat coming, and it was just a really, I don't know if I'd order it again, but it was kind of unique. So then
it's an experience.
So then she's telling me, she's like, I messed up because a lady came, and she was getting donuts for, like, kids.
Uh-oh.
And she put an assortment. They said, put assortment. And she put 2 of them in the box. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Oh.
Right?
Scott, you shouldn't have said that. She could get fired now.
No, it's not going to get fired. It's an innocent mistake. And plus, kids like spicy food, I think.
I don't know what kids you're talking
I think
about.
That they do. I think a lot of kids like spicy food. And it's a good thing to teach kids, like, early on, like, hey, things are spicy, things are sweet, savory, right?
I guess.
Yeah. So, but I want you to try this donut now.
You know, I learned something, that spicy is not a flavor that your taste buds, like, have.
What is it?
You've got, like, sour and sweet.
Oh.
Spicy is not on there.
Okay.
You know what it is?
What?
It's the pain receptors in your taste buds activating. It's literally pain. Not a flavor, it's
All right,
pain.
so another trivia question here. Speaking of spice.
Oh,
Heat,
God.
Heat. Talking peppers here, folks, okay?
Okay.
Peppers. So Nate Bracey, if you're listening, don't Google this, okay, Mr. Brainiac.
We are going to
What
see
is the measurement of the heat of a pepper?
I know this one.
It's measured in units.
Yeah.
What is the name of the units of the spicy
If
peppers?
you've watched Hot Ones.
like jalapenos, habaneros, right? All those things.
If you've watched the YouTube special,
You got
Hot
it.
Ones.
So if you know the answer to that one, Justin Huff will get you if you're a student, he said that he'll get you a parfait out of the vending machine.
He did not.
Oh.
So we're going to see a totally different set come out here for Goffstown. I believe we're going to see Cam Hyzak lining up at quarterback. If you recognize the name, you probably should. His brother, Connor, is playing at Virginia Commonwealth University.
False start.
For baseball. D1 baseball.
Yeah.
His brother. We're going to see a false start from this new line.
So we got Webb is our backup, but he's out.
He's out.
And now Hyzak would be the third-string quarterback. He's the JV quarterback,
yeah,
right?
and he's also a freshman. So this is
a freshman. So
his first time seeing action. As he's just going to hand it off. And Barry, I believe that is going to...
Oh, this could be ripped off for, let's see how many yards. It's going to the 49-yard line. Who had the ball there?
That's Owen Barry, Scott.
Owen Barry? Where did he come from?
I don't know, but he bounced that one to the outside almost perfectly.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, really great play there by Barry.
In?
I believe he's a sophomore.
What was his number?
21.
Owen Barry, yeah. Wow. So they're putting
in second and third strings. And
it ripped off 25-yard play.
And Hyzak's going to roll. Pretty good throw, but that's juggled by Tyler Denton. That's a tough break there for Denton.
But he got it there.
That was a good throw
nicely
for
timed.
Hyzak.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an incomplete, and we're going to see second and 10.
I like that call.
You know what? We're 6 minutes in.
Do we have any responses to the pepper unit?
I'm not sure. I'm not checking the chat at the moment.
Well, I need someone to check that.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's get on it. Barry's going to take another option bounce out, and
he's fast.
He's. You know what? You know what I like about him? He's taking these bounces out. He's using his vision.
Yeah.
He's using his vision as a ball carrier. He's getting to the outside, and he's doing that really well, Scott.
Who else is in here? Number 12, Maddox Harden.
Yeah, Maddox Harden, who we featured during, I believe, the Alvern game as
a first down.
Ty's friend. And we're going to see
you got to hold, though.
Yeah, hold.
Barry's done really well.
Barry's shown out here for a little bit.
We're going to have our no one has guessed on this thing. Again, it's the unit of measurement for hot peppers.
We also see Sam Ali out there at wideout, number 22. And they're going to move this one back for that holding call. Oh, way back.
Way back.
Way back,
Way
Scott.
back. What is that, like a Yeah, well, it's 10 yards from so the whole holding was probably around the 34 then.
Quarterback keeper by Isaac.
So much room.
And he's got room to move, and he's going to go out of bounds, but it's a late takedown there by Central, and they're not going to.
But 30-yard line, that's great pickup there by Isaac, and that'll bring up a, third down and 5?
No, a second and
down
5.
That's right, because it was first and forever.
Yeah, it was pretty manageable there. All of a sudden, it's pretty manageable.
Yeah, so Isaac managing a very impressive drive.
Yeah.
As a freshman, high snap, and he just jumps on it. Smart play by Isaac. Oh, did it come out even further? I thought he had it first.
If the quarterback is down on that, they should call that dead.
And they're not.
They're not.
So Colby Putnam got that. Well, what was the answer? So the answer is Scoville units.
Scoville units.
Scoville units.
I've seen a lot of spicy food all of a sudden come back.
Yeah.
You got the spicy nugs at Wendy's and the spicy McNuggets at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And
so Central will take over here on that turnover, which I'm not so sure I agree with, because I think
he was down.
I think he was down.
Yeah. I'd agree with you there on that one, Scott.
So now we've got under 6 minutes to play.
Looks like the backups are going to come out for Central as well. So we're going to see some unknowns here. We got Ethan Holmes, I believe, lining up at shotgun. Blitz coming for Goffstown from Matt Beard.
But he's not going to get much.
Really good play defensively there by Goffstown's backups. Great way to get to that backfield.
Yep.
This is your time if you're one of these players who hasn't got much of a chance to kind of show your worth, and maybe you come in as a rotational player during the playoffs and become a key to this team, and this is the time to show out. And I think one of the players that's been doing this already is Owen Barry. He's had some great runs.
Yeah, I agree. So second down and 12. Oh, my goodness.
Bad snap, and that one's going to go way back, and the quarterback's going to fall on that one.
Wow, now we're going to have a third down and 25 for 30 yards. Ouch.
So
I want to do a quick shout-out to my friend Joe Parumba, who lives in the meeting house next door to where I work. So welcome, Joe, to the broadcast. Hopefully you're enjoying the football game.
Thanks for watching, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
Thank you, all of you, for watching on GTV. And I can't thank our folks in our studio enough, Adam McCune, for doing this live broadcast. Again, with COVID, the visiting fans can't go to these away games, and so it's about the only thing that they can see. It's a handoff, and quickly corral. That could have been a holding on Central on that one, but they didn't throw the laundry. And now you're going to be in a
fourth and a
really,
quarter of a mile, I'd say.
It's a long way to go. Very, very long way to go. So I think next week is a big week, right? Aren't there a lot of live games going on? I think
there should be. Yeah,
I think there's 3.
Yeah, and we're going to be back home in Goffstown.
And so then it'll be so it's 4 live games.
Five
games next week.
Scott can't count. Sorry, folks.
Well,
unless it's in an Excel sheet, then he's got a little bit more help. Good punt.
Well, not yeah.
No, never mind. I just got a bad angle. That one's going to take a good roll, though.
That is going to end up being a good punt. See, it's funny that you say that, because you happen to have a really keen sense of the numbers of all this stuff, but I can't keep it all in my head. I can't, because I'm thinking too much of the damn Excel thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking formulas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really not even that good with numbers. This is, I mean, Scott, I ended up.
You got to practice Excel's a lot of fun.
I'm more of a Premiere Pro type of guy, to be honest.
Oh, I want to learn. I want to do Photoshop.
Photoshop.
There's a lot of fun that you can have with that.
I've got
especially if you have
We've got
pictures of Justin Huff, right?
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
goodness, the fun that you could have
or
on every
pictures
broadcast.
like Nate Bracey as well.
Exactly. Oh, maybe Nate Bracey is the next person.
Right?
No. Hey.
Again, I have an A+. Please
right.
don't bring that down. I don't need that being lower. Please.
He can't do anything to you. It's all about what you do in the classroom, not what you say.
I'm not even in the classroom,
okay,
Scott.
Whatever. You're remote. Whatever you are.
High snap, but
by Isaac.
Isaac's going to corral that one.
Leads him.
We're going to see that same play. That's going to be, guess who, Scott? Guess who that is? That's Aiden Gallagher, the brother of our very own Ty Gallagher. So Aiden Gallagher, that's going to be his first touch. And I was talking a little bit with Ty. He was saying Aiden's super excited to get out there on the varsity field, and he just did that. He just got his first catch and a first down even for Goffstown. So congrats to Aiden. I believe his mom was watching as she won something earlier. So Aiden Gallagher is first varsity. Gene Gallagher, yes. Yeah. That one's going to be a fumble, though.
And turn it over. Ouch.
So just like that.
Just like that, the party is over with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. So Goffstown is going to head to the 4-0 record. Central will be still winless at 0-4. Next weekend in Goffstown on Saturday, Goffstown will be taking on Memorial, and we don't have any updated scores. But I think Memorial is headed to Winnicott.
I believe that is true.
And that should be a fairly good game. And Winnicott is winning big, you said?
Uh-oh. That's a turn of events if you're watching live. Winnicott is winning big, according to Justin Huff.
And he's holding on to that one. And he kind of like held the ball like a loaf of bread.
That was a really weird carry. Scott, do you see who's number 4 for Central?
Okay.
Because I have Owen there for 4. 0-4.
Oh.
0-4.
0-4. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's our schedule for next week in Goffstown. We've got girls soccer on Tuesday, again, on GTV. On Wednesday will be volleyball. Thursday is a field hockey playoff.
Yeah.
And then we've got boys soccer on Friday, and then Saturday is football. Memorial comes in. It's a pass out to the flat and taken down at the 46-yard line. So 5 athletic events at Goffstown High School all will be on GTV, and all of them will be live. So for those of you who can't make the game, you can watch it either on Facebook, you can watch it on YouTube.
This is our virtual homecoming week, Scott.
Virtual homecoming week. So what does one do for a virtual homecoming?
We've got dress-up days in school. We've got these sporting events that are going to be live.
What's the dress-up days?
Oh, pajama day, plaid day.
Every day is pajama day, isn't it?
Especially
if you're remote. That's going to be
batted down at the line.
Yeah.
I want to know who got there because that's a good play.
Okay, so at the half, Winnicott is up 14-0 over the Crusaders of Memorial. Ryan Eaton has 137 yards on 11 carries with 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
So, and Kylan, the leg, has 2 interceptions. So,
wow. So turn of events there, as we may not see the battle of 2 undefeateds coming up next week.
I like Winnicott, too. Good food on the road there, too. Not so much the concessions, but there's good restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hampton area.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be a fumble, and it's scooped up by
Let's see who's got that one.
Central. Central is going to keep it.
Yeah. So we've got 1 minute and 9 seconds and counting.
Look at the flow on number 12 there. He's got some lettuce, I believe is what they'd call it there, popping out the back of his helmet. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know?
Yes.
You've never heard that?
I have,
yeah. What are you laughing at, Scott? I believe that's a lacrosse term.
I enjoy doing these games with you because I learn stuff, man. I realize how old I'm getting.
Who would have thunk it? You learn stuff from me.
You teach me a lot, which is good. Good throw and catch.
You know what, Scott? You were talking about
fumble.
fumble, though.
I know. Who got that? He's going to go all the way.
No.
He goes out of bounds.
I believe that's the other Barry brother.
That's the other Barry
That's
brother.
Nick Barry.
Nick Barry, as opposed to
Owen
Barry. So Owen and Nick Barry, a nice, impressive fourth quarter.
Two pretty good performances from them.
Exactly. The Barry brothers. No, they're not twins, right? Where are they?
I think they are twins, actually.
That could be a trivia question 4 years from now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Remember
Which
the Barry
two Barry
brothers?
brothers came in the fourth quarter?
Which
right?
two Barry brothers? I think
Barry.
that's
Barry.
very specific.
Barry.
Barry, yeah, that's what I
Which
said.
two
Barry.
But you have to name the first names.
Oh, what are
You
the
just
first
can't
names?
Right, exactly. That's
Okay.
all.
Barry.
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 Barry?
Barry.
Right.
It's
Barry.
B-E.
Barry.
Oh, no, it is B-A.
Yeah.
That's
B-A.
right. Barry.
B-A.
Barry.
Yes.
I don't know how you're saying it, Scott. He's going to take a
He's
knee.
gonna take a knee, and that'll do it.
Clock is going to run out here, folks. So just like to say thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you once again when we see Goffstown come home and take on the Memorial Crusaders.
That's just football.
That's just football.
Just football.
Just football.
We've got games all next week on GTV, so please support.
And we will have the schedule with times and stuff coming out on gtv.sports on Instagram. So stay tuned there for schedules
So what
and
is
stuff.
that again on Instagram?
gtv.sports on Instagram.
And people should follow that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if you're not a follower, go
do
to
that,
Instagram
yeah.
and follow it.
And we'll have the schedule for those live games for homecoming week coming soon. So
what's your? Let's talk about. We always do players of the game.
I think we're going to have to wrap it up quick,
Yeah,
Scott.
we do?
But
all right,
yeah,
well, give me one then.
Yeah, we'll just do one. I think my player of the game here is going to be what?
Jared Hinault?
Why'd you just mouth that?
I don't know. Did you think so?
That's who I was going to say, Scott.
I was thinking the same thing, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, I was going to say Jared Hinault. He had what? Three rushing touchdowns
and
just a good team player tonight, I guess.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have to mention Zach Picard just because he's so good.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're mentioning him every week.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So that's going to be it for our broadcast tonight. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We hope to see you next week. We'd like to thank everyone here at the field. We got Aiden, Scott, and myself, as well as everyone back at the studio. We've got Adam and Dave. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and enjoy your night and stay hydrated.